Guys, thanks so much for joining. My name is Michelle and I'm a fashion blogger. I'm a former client advisor for Louis Vuitton, so a lot of times I'm talking about handbags and you guys are asking me what to buy. I recognize as an influencer I have a responsibility, and this video is about being influenced to consume less and to care more. Lately, the landscape of consuming is just becoming very toxic. The deception of a perfect life on social media is actually just driving people into debt. Even if you're responsible about your money, do you need all the stuff that we consume? I'm guilty, okay? I love to shop and I love my things, so I'm totally guilty. But the reason I started my channel was to inform the consumer about being beware of things like brand worship and overspending your money. And don't fall so much into what other people are buying, but do things for yourself. Buy things for yourself. Live to impress yourself and not people you don't know or people who you think are judging you, because they're not. You see, anyone can rent a Lambo, anyone can stay at the Wynn, you can buy a bag, jewelry, whatever on a credit card, but what does it really mean? It might make you feel good temporarily, but there's always going to be the next big thing on social media that everyone is going to want. Any corporation, from fast fashion to luxury, a company, a corporation, can say it has green initiatives. It can say, oh yeah, we recycle our plastic. Do you know that most of the world's plastic does not get recycled? They can say we use sustainable products. What does that mean, really? I worked for a shoe company. We use sustainable products. It hardly made a dent in anything. The process of making them is actually the same as making leather. There's still a process to make these sustainable products that could be creating pollution. Now, as for corporations like LVMH, the owner of Louis Vuitton, all of these luxury brands, most of them are owned by corporations. They have to please the stockholders. Their bottom line is profits over people. So don't you for a second think that even if you're paying a lot for a luxury good, that they're not exploiting someone along their supply chain, along their labor chain. This is capitalism. All right, so, back to living your luxury lifestyle. Like, don't get me wrong. I love living my luxury lifestyle. There is nothing wrong with the guys who drive the Lambos. There is nothing wrong. And I like to see what other people have. Good for you. I like to know if that's a bag that I need too. Now, as a YouTuber, I'm aware that I open myself up to critics. Some of you are so up in arms over handbags, over very expensive, overpriced handbags. Listen, it's not that important. As Courtney said to Kim, there are people dying. And furthermore, it's not a competition, especially for all you critics who don't even know me. I'm not trying to compete with you, nor would I ever try to hang out with you. But if you're watching me, thank you. Thank you, I'm flattered. So as an influencer, of course, I straddle the line of let me push you guys to buy products. But also, my objective is really to tell you the truth about where your money is going. Because I'm not against shopping. No, I just like to shop smart, which I've always done. I've always been taught to shop smart. So all I can say is consume responsibly. That bag that you're holding in your hand, it might make you look good and feel good temporarily, but it is not increasing or decreasing your value as a human being. I actually don't care about living up to anyone's invisible standard of wealth over self-acceptance. I have worked for the industry, and having worked there, guess what? I'm still happy not having all these things. I'm still happy that I don't have to go into Louis Vuitton and buy a bag. Now, I'm not putting you down if you do. If that's your hobby and that's your objective, go for it. But I'm just saying, for me, I don't need to do it. So when I started my channel, I used to think I had to say and do and please and create content for what people wanted. Oh, look at this new Prada bag. This would be the dream if I had this. And of course, it's always exciting to see new trends. So I really do love that part of fashion and fashion history and how things are inspired. And that's what I feel people should really know about, not just chasing trends for status, quote unquote status, perceived status that doesn't really exist. So my trend is authenticity, because how many of you are doing things for outside approval? Doing things, buying things, saying things, dressing a certain way for outside approval? Constantly asking your best friend or someone on social media who you don't know, should I buy this bag? Buying a bag to fit in? I'm sorry, that's really ridiculous to me. Another trend I see is that when people are spending $4,000 on a bag, they're so worried about the resale value that they just buy a black bag like everyone else has. and it loses its individuality. Like, it's really not special if everyone has the same bags. My most popular bag when I wear it, that gets the most compliments, is my pink Furla. Yeah, I know no one would ever think to buy it. Even my friend who loves handbags said, I would never buy that bag on the shelf, but when you wear it, it is so cute. Thank you, because I knew when I saw it, it was my style. I knew I could rock it. And that's all I cared about. I wasn't thinking about, does this fit into social media? Is everyone else going to approve of my bag? It is my cutest bag, and it did not cost me thousands. It cost me hundreds, which for me, on my budget, is a lot. So why do what everyone else does? I followed social norms for decades, for most of my life, until I realized I was not happy following all social norms. So that meant getting married at a certain age. It meant following a certain career or education that I just wasn't really happy about. It meant people pleasing. It meant trying to find outside approval, trying to find approval from things and people I didn't know, or trying to be accepted by the wrong people, when really all I had to do was find what made me happy. So tying this back to trends and fashion. So all these trends that we see, which tend to get very toxic and elitist. If you don't look like this now we have to dress stealth wealth. Well, trends are just guidelines to help you find and cultivate your own style. And it might take a while. My style is constantly evolving, but that's the fun part about it. And it's uniquely me. So just like everything else in life, which bag you hold, which car you drive, which part of town you live in, who you voted for, there will always be haters. Let them be miserable. Why do people care so much about what I'm doing, what I'm driving, what I'm buying, what I'm wearing? I'm fine. I'm happy. I don't need the negativity. As a social media influencer, yes, I do promote goods. A lot of smaller companies approach me to promote their goods. And hey, I believe in supporting small businesses. So today's sponsor is She Said Yes. I have worked with them before. They produce the most beautiful, dainty, girly jewelry, which is right up my alley. So I just want to show you this. It's a pink sapphire with crystals on the side. And you can choose the color that you want. This one's rose gold. You can choose yellow or white. You don't have to spend Van Cleef's money, okay? Now, where I live, everyone spends Van Cleef's money and has that Van Cleef's clover, and it's not original anymore. So for that reason, like, I don't need to wear it. I have a friend who stressed over Van Cleef's for like a year. Girl, why are you stressing? It's just jewelry. Anyways, check out She Said Yes. They also have necklaces. This beautiful sapphire necklace that I wear. I love it because this is like rose dewitt, heart of the ocean, just in a very quiet, tiny sense. Quiet. That's my quiet luxury. So anyways, these companies approach me and they offer me things that I like: jewels, bags, shoes. And I always say yes, because I deserve it. So I take the things and I consume just like everyone else does, because in my opinion, if I had a significant other, he would be buying me these things anyways. Like, you get it, right? So why not treat myself every now and then? So I'm surrounded by rich people. I know no one in their right mind would actually take their real diamonds to the pool. So like the fake, I don't want to say fake, it's lab created, is like just perfect, because if you lose them, like Kim K lost her $70,000 earring in the ocean, then it doesn't hurt as much. Just like everything else in life, where you live, the kind of car you drive, how you dress, who you voted for, someone's gonna judge. There will always be haters. Let them be miserable. So you be happy, go to church, meditate, be a blessing to others. That's my message today. Thank you guys so much. I just hit the 20K subscriber mark. I'm also opening a membership channel for all you guys with your questions about handbags. I simply cannot go through all of your messages to answer your question about handbags, but I want to be here for you for it. So in my membership channel, I'll be having live Q&As and addressing more of the questions that you have, so that I can interact with you on a more personal basis. And would love it if you support the channel, just so I can up level and start to grow, and new equipment and things that I need to bring a better content for you guys. Love you. Thanks so much for joining. My name's Michelle. Talk to you soon. Bye.